All right, we're
You ready?
late. Yeah, we're ready. We're recording. We're late here, at least 30 seconds late because TF2 crashed, so we didn't get to see that mid.
Source is gay, indeed, my friends. Welcome to esports. I'm Goofball. In the booth with me today, Pell plus Ratio,
Hello.
the lovely buxom bimbo Elena Manetta,
Hello.
and we're going to commentate this RGL official. Shoutouts to RGL. This RGL official on the most hated 5 CP map in history, CP Sunshine.
Wait a second. This isn't Gully Wash.
Wait a second, this isn't well.
So, it looks like the team did win mid. The enemy team. They did have full ad, so it looks like they might just cap this. Ooh. How much pressure? Oh, it's not enough.
A ridiculous and very convincing first round from G. What do you guys have to say about that?
I'm gonna have to say, what did we miss in the 30 seconds that I crashed?
I really don't know. The Source TV buff is real.
So it looks like Jack's going Valley this time.
I thought he was off the team.
No, he lied. Their demo's very committed in. Fortunately, that's none of the
Their
soldiers.
demo is hurt, very hurt. Holy shit, he gets the arrow. He's at 8 HP for a second.
They're going for the bomb on Hub, who's unprotected right now. They're gonna get Hub, so now they have to start committing for their med. Now, the team, when you get the med, the strategy there, Tim, is just to get your med out. You have all the time in the world to cap. You control mid, basically. Even though it's not capped, you basically control that ground.
Very defensive bias here.
Your new priority now is just to defend the medic first, cap the point second. Once you get at least their 2 sacks that they're going to send, since after the med dies, it's almost a full man sack. You get the important people who are going to get you, such as the demo and the soldier. Everyone else, such as the scouts, will just come right to you. They are at full disad, but they're building rapidly, and they have not capped second yet, so they do have a very good chance of getting Uber to last if the enemy team does not rush it right now. Let's see how fast they're moving here.
We do have Sin main classing right now.
Oh, engineer. So they're popping. Their help is at 84% though. See how long it takes them to get the gun. How long it takes them to get the gun could depend on. Oh, now how about I gets the Uber? They can hold this last now. They're at full.
A lot of sustain on that level 3. I really expected it to sort of get erased as blue team walked into last, but it was up for at least maybe 15 seconds.
Ooh, alright. They got the 4. Looks like someone's going for a back out. Okay, they've sent 2 back, so it's fine.
They've learned their lesson from that Metalworks game. They are going. I predict that they're always going to have somebody back.
Well, on Sunshine, it's much easier to get 2 points. Remember on Metalworks, they got back capped from second and last. On Sunshine, the gap between second and last is not as wide as Metalworks. But for the gun, we saw them go through dungeons, so we saw that they couldn't peek for information, so they didn't know the gun was there. Maybe they heard it, maybe they did see it on the way up the stairs. But they didn't, whether or not they did not focus it in time enough to get it. So they committed their whole Uber, which made the Uber against the rest of the team useless. They couldn't get the med, they couldn't get any valuable picks. All they could get was the gun.
They are back on the gun.
And the enemy team's at 50 ad. Going for a different rule. Let's see if they peek for information before they commit. Nope, they're just gonna pop right in the wrong corner. They probably assumed the gun was still at the left side. Again, taking a little bit extra time than you want for the gun, but still getting it down at a reasonable time. Demo's down, it's a good pick. They're holding their ground pretty well. It's going to be a close one. Oh.
Don't ever.
Don't ever.
That's really just one of those prey options. You know you're gonna lose, you have to do something, you're not gonna get that med and scout. Your scout's hurt.
That soldier really tried to market garden the master of market gardens.
Interesting that Hubito wasn't ×3 on that point. Was there any specific reason for that?
Now I'm not sure when their soldier died, but sneaky high tier or higher advanced soldiers will try and do a speed shot. Go right for the med, or go right over.
Was they wanted a slow cap to get their team up.
Well, it's not like Koth, where I don't believe the spawn would decrease or increase when you capped. It is possible they just didn't want Hub to get bombed in and then locked into Lighthouse.
Right.
Because again, this is very early in the game. The game's really been going on.
Used.
The game's only been going on for 6 or so minutes.
Their med is dead. Probably the optimal Uber there.
They did also lose Derp too.
But they're up way more players.
Where's their sniper right now?
Let's check. Sniper's
There is
usually
a
playing
sniper.
Valley.
Fuck. All right.
Ooh, and he got Hubada. Where is he playing?
Damn.
Oh, he was playing Cafe? That's a very
Very
unusual.
unfortunate,
It's a
very
very
unfortunate.
unusual choice for a sniper, but he looks like he got the hero pick in such a small quarter. So they're just gonna rush to choke. All red team can do is hope for a bomb around the corner. But it looks like they're not set up in time to do such a thing. So the soldier's gonna go for either. Is he watching flank? He's just watching flank. He's not going for a play.
Oh, wait, was that their medic that went up sniper?
No.
50. Wait, I was,
It was-
confused. The order on the wait, I don't know what just happened. The order on the left switched, I think.
Because their medic was dead. We commented on it.
Yeah, I don't know, I got really confused because the medic's been at the top and then the sniper is at the top for a sec.
So it looks like they're going for a sack, but they're at 30 ad. I'm not sure why they would be going for a sack. That seems like an unnecessary death by the blue team. And now they're just free to get a bomb off on the blue med, who is just not forcing. Oh, there we go. But all that time spent by the red soldiers to distract allowed the team to get even Ubers, because red team was at 30 disad. They are still at player disad, so they do have to leave.
Potentially some traps, maybe in lobby or dungeon, dropping up dungeon here.
Yeah, it looks like they want to build, and it's not ideal to build in lobby because you don't want to be building and then someone tries to jump around the corner or jump from dungeon. They did get
They've got players in every position to counter a push here out of last.
they
Ooh, the gun lives, but not for long.
no, but they did have to sacrifice a soldier for that. It might not have been a worthwhile trade. They have to abandon lobby now as a result of it.
Now you can see them back up.
Look, there's a scout going uncontested in flank right now. He knows there's a gun. He's
Spots the
calling
gun,
out.
Gets the intel. Yep.
So now the team's
Oh
gonna
my
start
God.
committing for.
Catface is main classing.
It took me a minute.
Oh wait, no, that's the fucking blue team has a spy.
Yeah.
I'm stupid.
No, it's you see spy and you think catface. You got
And
these-
Yeah.
there he is, by the way, LeChonk fan.
Oh, okay. Might get bumped here, maybe.
Now we did hear you yesterday, Covenant, talk about how they're aware. They need to be very aware that their team, that one guy loves to go spy and sniper. Who knows if during the heat of the moment they have
Oh, here he
forgotten,
comes. He's coming in. He's coming in.
and
Oh,
he got the med,
unfortunate.
and they pop instantly timed it. Oh, did they pause? Is this a pause?
Appears to be a pause.
Hmm.
You can only imagine.
What are the odds
What-
that Hub typed that immediately to
Hmm.
to troll, fuck up their momentum by pausing?
Hmm.
See, that's using the console to your advantage. So while we're paused, we can get a good look at everyone's position during this Uber.
Positions of the
Yeah,
players.
the 3-minute pause, they join the Discord, see what happens.
So they
So the
have,
combo's kind of going in by themselves. It's gonna take a while for the demo or their flank to get there. It's not unusual for the flank scout to take a little bit extra longer than their combo, but the demo should really be in there. Now they're down a
Wait,
soldier
yeah,
because
the gun's gonna take a while to go down then. If it's
Yeah.
just a scout that's just shooting with a pistol.
the spy can't help. He's 19. He can't flash. He can't arrow him. And all the spy can do is either sit there or run away.
Amazing that the spy even got out of that pick. If you noticed, the moment Hubada went down, the gun actually trained on the spy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's why he's at 19. The spy only took damage from the sentry gun.
So Oh, and this med is very hurt. That's possibly why he used. I'm not sure how he was getting hit by spam though, because it looked like it was a timed Uber, as if they were going in right as the spy got the med.
You can actually see. You might want to do some detective work. You can see that one of Red Soldier's is dead, and there's an original. So it's very likely that the moment the moment Habita got backstabbed, the med was going in, or rather, the combo was going in to try and kill the med in lobby.
Let's see which soldier is dead. It is Catface. And Cat is the pocket? I don't recall. Do you remember, Pell?
Yeah.
So
I mean, that makes sense. He was playing with Beam on the right side. So.
Oh, there we go. All right.
There we go. We're back.
The gun is down. The demo's coming in. Team's flooding in, but their Uber is over. They're up more players than Red. They're going to have to start focusing targets if they want to try and win this. Oh, all right. Yeah, they were down so many players that point presence or player presence, it was going to be very hard for Red to try and win that.
Yeah, not necessarily a lack of adaptation, but they're just losing mid, and that strategy of sort of just backing off out of mid and just refighting second is not working right now. Might see them aggress a little more here at mid, make a little bit of ballsier plays because they're backed up against the wall right now.
Remember, the Covenant is a second half kind of team.
Now it looks like my HUD
that's
has...
no joke. Just talking to Sin and Catface earlier today, while they were doing demo review, a big thing that constantly came up is the idea that the way you win at this high level is you find something that your opponents cannot counter and you abuse the fuck out of it. So right now, even though there are 2 points, 2 points for their foes, or 2 points for the enemy team rather, that's all intel.
Now, I need to reload this HUD because it does seem that the, there we go. It does look like the pause broke my HUD for a moment.
The HUD is still frozen.
We're just going to go by visuals then and ignore the left side.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I have this little nifty feature that lets me not block the middle.
Oh man, a scoreboard?
Yeah, so they're down a soldier. Let's see, the blue team's down 2, but...
I mean, I guess they got a force because...
They are at 60 disad. Now, if the enemy team spends a bit of time with the gun, they can try to get their Uber up in time. It's gonna be close. Looks like the HUD has fixed itself now. I think it caught up with the STV. Both teams are losing players, but I think Red team now has their full ad. Oh, almost. Hub needs someone to Uber, or needs someone to heal.
Beam somebody.
Yeah, there we go.
Look at that. Nearly a wipe. What a ridiculous last defense there by Covenant. I'm not even sure what spurred on that victory there, or at least that victory in the fight. There we go, using on the demo in Valley.
It kind of looks like a force, but maybe Jack can make a salvage out of it. It's gonna be really hard without a scout. You need a scout net. You can't just depend on the demo to hit all his pipes. It's so much pressure in the demo.
I guess I assume Derp actually rounded the corner and broke the beam. You could see that Habita needed to flash him. So something happened. I think one of the soldiers jumped and actually managed to get between Hub and his heal target and his pocket.
Now, ideally, you don't want to commit to Valley with alone your demo. You want to have the scout for the exact purpose of having that soldier who bombed and got Hub to force.
We might see some adaptation here. I'm not seeing anyone watching Cafe. Maybe they don't believe it's a threat.
Let's see. Well, they still do have eyes on it. Just from here, you're able to watch both spots as a scout.
Right.
Your back is turned to Valley, and that's exactly how a scout is getting in. Right now, they're playing it a little bit safe. They are at dis... No, they're not at dis ad. They're at ad. Are they?
Oof, okay. Hub uses. This is exchanging Ubers here. In on the med. The med is dead. Ooh. I really thought that fight was going in Covenant's favor.
It's
Scout just doing his best to get out here through Valley. He's being chased by 3 players.
And what's actually happening is that they're chasing him so much, they're giving the enemy team a lot of time to respawn. They did not deny it at all. Now, I'm not...
Yeah, and they're all up and here to fight this mid.
I don't know if they could have denied it if they had stacked it, but I don't agree with that chasing of that one scout. They could have left the scout. He wouldn't have done anything.
Perhaps they
Now-
got in their own heads a little bit. I mean, when you wipe a team at mid after such an Uber.
I thought they were at
That's
disad, but it looked like the blue team had
huge
used
damage.
his Uber, and it was draining as I was looking at it. Alright. This team fight could very quickly turn. No, it looks like it's fine.
Ooh, interesting. So who's coming back to cap second here? What's
Usually
the
it's a
deal?
flank scout.
Yeah, he was.
You
Yeah, there
wanna
he is.
you wanna put as much pressure again for a staggering spawns, because now it's, you know, you can't die because now you're gonna be
Look at the
respawning
player ad.
14.
How did all of these people die at last? We've seen a complete transformation. The med has to use here.
Nice. This is so good.
Yeah, and they're just
See-
gonna collapse in.
Yes.
Ooh, we might see a little bit of messy guessies here on last. And oh, there we go.
Yes.
There
See-
we go. I find
Yeah.
myself nodding along with a lot of the decisions made on last. It got a little scary, but you love to see an adaptation from that. Not even biased against fucking Catface and his crew here, like, or not even biased with Catface and his crew here. I wanted to see a close match, and that's what we're getting.
So, what happened is they committed all 6 people to lobby. It's why the flank scout wasn't capping. They wanted to get as many picks into lobby, and then hold off a little bit. It forced some players to, oh, soldier's going to the valley.
Look at that bomb. Holy shit.
So, ideally, when a soldier goes behind, you want to walk forward, because now it's a 6v5.
Hub is stuck
Yeah.
in Valley right now.
Yes, Pag.
Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah.
They are so far forward. God damn.
Yeah, they're far forward because the soldier got behind. When the soldier gets behind, you pretty much want to make that as he's taking your territory, I'm going to go take theirs.
Hub has 20 ad. What the fuck?
But they're, see again, that's why they're walking forward, because they're behind. Now you have a lot of ground to catch up. They might just win this on back caps if they don't get there
Damn.
soon.
Okay, yeah, looks like Hub had to use just to get
They need
Derp
to
back
hold this for,
last.
yeah, let's see how long they can do this. Okay, now they've got them
Oh, check
cornered.
it out. And the med just has to leave straight up.
Yeah.
They're down 3.
Nice.
Med is dead. Med cratered.
Don't ever.
Get fucking destroyed.
So
My heart can't handle this match right now.
it's very fortunate they had a couple people die at mid, because without that, they
Yeah.
would have been caught behind.
Thank goodness they fucking suck.
Thank goodness that the soldier and engineer, whoever it was, I think it might have been Sin and Cat, were able to hold their ground against 4 players, enough to
Yeah.
buy time to get the team cornered to sandwich them.
Even as a level 1, like a sentry just kind of magnetizes fire, and that can be precious, you know, on a last.
It forces
You've
the
got
scout to
Hub's
not
low
cap.
as fuck.
You've got a lot of stuff to shoot at.
Let's see. Hub's just escaping. That
He's
that
getting-
scout.
So big.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, Hub is safe. Hub is safe.
Holy shit.
Now it's not unusual for higher level scouts to chase all the way into spawn because that med pick is valuable. But once you see that they're getting the spawn wave, you have to back out.
I can't handle this match.
So they are at ad, but unfortunately can't do much with anything with it. They have too much ground to cover, and 30 ad when you're here and the enemy team is at the lighthouse, it's just not going to work. So they're going to play it even.
Going engineer here, yet again. Have we seen a lot of NG usage out of blue team when they've been pushed back to WoW?
They
Or
went
has
heavy.
The majority of or has the majority of their off classes been spies?
It has been heavy
Well-
spy and sniper. The one last
They didn't
push
have
they
a.
had.
Yeah, it wasn't even. It was this ad.
Remember,
Remember.
they've only had one last hold so far, and it was one where 3 teammates were down, and they were already being pushed. They could not afford to go engineer. So blue team did go sniper. It has been a while. No, they hear it. If you can hear it, we can hear it. They know it. They're backing up. They're putting Hub behind that wall. It's usually the soldier's job to try and get that sniper out of there.
Try and make a play. Perpetually 185.
It is.
Gun is dead, but now they have intel on where the sniper is. They know
Man, the sniper
specifically.
really lives.
They had the intel. They were waiting for him to make a play. They didn't want to go in as he was charging his shot. They wanted to wait
Right.
for the shot, wait to see if he would try and go for the baited sentry, and then both jump in, which is what they did.
Sniper
The-
dies, perhaps intentionally there. Peeks tries to make something happen with the med.
Well, he killed a gun. I don't think he expected Sin to have the gun up like immediately again.
Well, they did. They had a lot of time to both scour for it, and he was charging shots. There's no way they could have not known. It did look like because the Covenant had put their entire team here, he was at a loss for targets. All he could do was go for the sentry, which
Yeah.
basically was acting as bait for them.
Feasibly, is that gun placement optimal?
It's not going to cover the point, but it is going to stop jumpers. And because they don't know, he did come back up sniper, so the sniper can't do anything. He can't go, even if he tries to go for a hero shot, the gun's going to gank him.
Right.
So they're playing for the sniper.
A unique adaptation from the Covenant, for sure.
Again, they don't know if sniper's going back up, but they're going to assume they're going to wait. They're going to make a little peek. They know now. All right. They're gonna try and let him walk in.
Oh, look at the spam on the sniper.
Yep, there they go.
He dies.
Yeah,
Interesting.
He died to double soldier spam.
Yeah, died to mid-range rockets too. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The sniper's
Got
been
two kicks.
the sniper's been a little more aggressive than possibly he should be. Maybe he's just playing a little bit more reckless.
Look at
in
the
order to go for
movement.
picks.
Right when those two players went
That's
down
a
on
free
blue, they
force.
roll right into lobby.
There it is.
There's the force.
Yes.
Nice.
They can't do anything. They can't even chase. Their Uber ends at shutter. They
Oh, okay. Oh, the hero. Yeah,
Aw.
gets a force at a hub. Are they gonna roll dungeon? What are they gonna do with this?
they're gonna just keep the high ground. They do have ad now. It could just be a dry push. Oh, Hub
Whoa,
dies
Hub dies.
by an unfortunate soldier on the flank. Now that just looks like it's an unfortunate.
That's the half.
Dang.
It just looks like during their push, a soldier saw that no one was checking the door, and just went for the med,
Right.
which sometimes happens during a push. During a push, when you don't have someone covering that side, yeah, the entirety. It's just very easy to get distracted in the game.
Unfortunately, with that mid to last, first game of the half.
So, what I'm going to assume, let's start making predictions of what Covenants might do to adapt. What do you think the blue team's strongest styles have been so far? Is it soldiers getting behind the enemy team? It looks like the soldier getting hub has been a pretty consistent factor.
Unironically,
Yeah.
I think in
Their
addition
roamer
to-
is getting away with a lot.
in addition to uncontested bombs, perhaps as a byproduct of Sunshine's more smaller map design, the soldiers are getting in, and I'd actually like to highlight very lethal off-class usage. They knew Spy was coming, and he walked in and got a drop. The sniper plays, although they haven't had nearly as much impact as that Spy backstab. Every time the sniper comes up, they do not Covenant does not challenge, which is optimal, but it's slowing them down and it's keeping them pinned into last, and from there only a couple mistakes will lose you around.
Well, the sniper wasn't impacting them as much. They were dealing with the sniper pretty properly and pretty textbook. In fact, they got 2 kills from it. I think what's happening here is they might not be checking their doors enough, which is allowing the roamer to get in. Because we've seen a lot of times at mid when the soldier just gets behind, which is pretty par for the course. Sometimes you just can't stop a guy getting from behind, so that's why you need to walk forward. But there's been a few times, even during second or last holds, when a soldier's able to get a bomb in at hub. And you can't always depend on the pocket scout to just 100% accuracy get that soldier who's landing on your med. You need someone to spot that he's coming in the first place for anticipation and to get a little bit spam in. The soldier had, from that last push, had just walked into the valley. It didn't look like a bomb. It looked like he had just spotted the team and walked to the valley. Now, I don't know who was near the left side valley when they were pushing around this side. It might have been the combo or a soldier, but someone did not check.
Well, so here's the thing. Looking at the logs, like Sin and Catface are top damaging,
Right.
and then bottom damaging are like
Would you mind sending me the box on Steam?
like grape juice and Dom and Dunker. So it looks like their flank is just getting like really like abused, and their flank can't really like get away with anything. And I feel like that's where the issue is like coming in. They're like blue team is just dealing with the Covenant's flank, and they can't get anything done. So I feel like that's why they're probably losing.
So, yeah,
And like their flank can just like get away with things like Lechonk fan just like can get away with like the bombs.
yeah. So
and
this
just killing Habita.
So it looks like it's been 3 different people going these off classes with spies and snipers.
Sin has 13 soldier kills.
Yeah, this is not really a pocket scout problem. It's not that the pocket scout's not protecting the med. It's that the soldier is getting in on the med before the pocket scout has enough time to react, and he's getting with enough health because he did not get damaged earlier on.
Yeah.
The pocket scout's job is to protect the med within a certain radius of where the med is. It's not to...
Yeah, and I mean like they're like Sin's doing their job. Like 13 soldier picks. Like I don't know what more they could do.
What might be happening right now is a discussion for Covenant is they may be talking about their flank plays. They may be realizing that something is happening in flank, and that either flank needs to be watched more or flank needs to be a little bit more guarded. We saw a couple plays from Habita when there was they might be talking about their forces. So one force from Hub was he walked through Valley with demo. A soldier was allowed to jump over and get the easy force. So whether or not that is a discussion...
Habita didn't have a scout.
Yeah, whether or not that's a discussion of Hub's positioning, or whether or not that's a discussion of you shouldn't be away from your pocket scout.
I think they just like walked too forward. Like they didn't play as a combo.
It could have been a Jack call that Jack said, "Hub, follow me."
Yeah.
It could have been we won't know until they join Discord. But ideally, this is a very bombable. You have a blind corner here. It's a very easy hill for the soldier to go in. That's why this is one of the better spots to stand in, especially when they were just 3 up. I don't know if they should have played that aggressive. Maybe they thought that they were closer than they were. Maybe they were hoping to get a force on them or get some spam out to block them from coming Valley. But they do need to respect at least one of these soldiers, because these soldiers are getting consistent bombs on them. And now on the flip side, the red soldiers are also doing pretty well, getting bombs in the enemy medic.
Yeah.
So it's possible it is just map design. Again, for this map, every time you want to commit, at least to mid, you're just blinded like a horse here. There's so many spots for a soldier to come around the corner. And it's why it's so important that if you're going to commit to choke, you need your flank to go, no one's on the roof. No one's on the roof before you commit. Because if you do, the scout can at least anticipate it, or maybe even change and go cafe. Or even, you can have a soldier just bomb up, or spam that, and knock him off. And while you're knocking him off, even if he tries to bomb, he's more hurt for the pocket scout to deal damage to.
And here we go.
All right.
Half 2. Your bets have been placed. Let's see how the Covenant adapts.
I'm going to keep an eye on their flank to see if their flank styles have changed at all. No, blue demo
first mid.
very, very fast.
Actually ended up taking a ton of damage.
Yeah, well, he was doing a very fast rollout. There's no way you can get to mid with 100 health 5 seconds before the enemy team without that. So it looks like they're just rotating. The soldiers are trying to get some spam, The scout soldier's allowed to be. Alright, no, that's good. It's fine. They're getting a little bit stuck. Half the team's getting stuck here. The other half's committing. Alright, it's just a perfect rotation. Eventually, it's just about whittling the enemy team down, denying those bombs, and pushing them out. You're not going for big frags. You're going for overcommitted players. You're going for anyone who just feeds in. You're taking those 1 or 2 picks.
Yeah, that's crazy. I feel like everybody's health on that fight was like pretty good. Each team only lost 1 player.
Now last time, yes.
Yeah, but
last time we saw in those previous mids that the flank was kind of going bombs. I think I saw Dunker's the flank scout, right?
Yeah.
I think I had saw that he went behind a couple times. It looks like they didn't do that. It looks like they just perfectly rotated and stayed as close knit together as possible.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna try to cut out those fancy plays, just play like fundamental Team Fortress 2. Because they know that they work that way really well, so...
So a soldier could, if he spots them, could go for a bomb over. If he's able to get
Ooh.
eyes on that med.
Damn. Their med was real fucking low.
It looks like hub it up force, and I think that's exactly what happened. The soldier went over, bomb hub.
That's crazy their med doesn't force there. Their med was like 20 HP. Look at them again. Damn. Their med really does not use.
So it's part of why it's so important that if you're going to have soldiers watching Choke or Cafe, you can keep an eye on where the enemy soldier is. This map has so many blind sites. You want to be able to give your combo valuable information of an approaching bomb is coming. They're still at disad, and if blue team is fast enough, they could roll them in and catch them off guard. It's gonna be a little tough to try and hold this when your meta still doesn't have Uber. And they can't afford to lose any more players, so they're just gonna play. They're gonna play it safe. They're gonna back up. And denied soldier bomb. Scouts allowed to get in. The scouts denied. Alright, they're down 2, which means they have 2-player red. They're gonna go in. The flank coming from lower. Now they have 3 people coming from both sides. They should have a lot of information here, but it looks like they bled too many players in order to do anything with it. It looks like they split up and took too many 1v1s. The soldier went for the combo. The flank went for the roamer at the left side. What might have been ideal, though I don't know what's happening in the heat of the moment, is possibly sending both people to get that roamer and then having the roamer bomb over with the flank committing over to the left side. But again, when so much is happening, and you do feel the mental pressure of you're currently losing, things sort of stack on and you're not able to play extremely perfect.
Right, you can only imagine how different the comms are from first game to, or first round to this round.
They have 2 off classes now.
Let's see what Cafe gets with this.
They probably...
This is actually a unique mix-up.
Did he get spotted?
Looks like he got spotted. So
It's cringe.
It's unfortunate. Do you think he's going to switch, or do you think he's still going to try and make it work?
Oh, they have Pyro now. Oh, switch back.
Yeah, it looks like there was a spy, so they just swapped the pyro, just do the spray and pray.
Oh, yeah. Not even, like, notice that.
They're on edge for this spy. They definitely do not want to push forward until they get this spy.
He comes up spy again. I wonder if they're ready for that.
Now it looks like Covenant soldiers are starting to think
back.
that these soldier bombs are not working the way that they want them to. So perhaps.
Oh, he probably came up to spy to see if Cafes was on spy.
Well, they know they didn't kill the spy, so I guess they're wondering if maybe he went back to spawn.
Yeah, exactly.
All the spy checking is likely slowing down their push here.
They
They're wasting a lot of ammunition just firing into corners.
Well, they can afford to play slow. They're currently up.
Where is Cafes right now? You know? Because he's just...
Oh, he's right there, and he's dead.
Unlucky.
Even synchronized with the soldier to make a ton of noise.
Their med took hella damage though. Their med keeps getting so low and just will not use. Oh my god, Cynic keeps that gun alive, holy shit.
Yeah, right now, Jack's job is just to watch this left. A soldier has been getting in through the left so constantly, he needs to keep him out. And hub drops from the soldier to the left.
Aww.
It's unfortunate, but when you are down 2 players and you have 1 person watching each door, it's very hard to try and protect when you have 2 people aggressing with only 1 able to hold it.
Yeah.
We did see Jack holding off those soldiers for a long, long time. But the demo reload animation takes about 18 years It's only a matter of time before you just whittle him down and then go in for
Yeah,
the
and
space.
that's for 2 stickies, 18 years. The whole if you're ripping on that thing trying to get 8-6, good luck. Here's the Uber in, triple flash.
Red's only lost 1 player. They have a chance to focus targets and keep people off the point. If they just put pressure on the point, stickies on the point, go anyone who just tries to bleed on the point.
Damn.
Yeah, it's incredibly hard when you're at full disad to try and win those last. It's
their medic just won't like use. Like I swear every sack that they have, they like put like the medic in such danger. Like they're always at like 20 HP and then they just will never use.
early pick. That's good. They can be as aggressive as they want. Now a scout is getting in from behind. They are going to commit to chasing him. Right now though, the team is sort of split up.
Scout goes down, just as you.
Oh, they
kill
their
All
med.
Scouts go down,
It
and their
looks-
med
this
is
is
down. Look
huge.
at the
It-
aggression.
It looks
That's
like all.
very emotional play, no doubt.
It looks like
Second
all these
half
1v1s just went into their favor. Because despite everyone being split up and doing their own thing, they took the fights and they won all the fights.
Kill all of them.
Now I wonder if they might be going on trying to out DM them, but it could just be happenstance that they did win these fights and it's not actually.
They get the gun and it's just a mid to last.
Now they need to be careful. This is one. They're popping at the door. It looks like they're doing the exact same strat the blue team did to them.
Nice,
Now
guns
they need to
down.
start playing on the height, lock the team out, and put point.
Their
put
mid dies
pressure
again,
on
so
point.
even if they back out, it's like fine.
Look at the pressure.
Only 2 up.
Hub is
Yes.
in. Gets
Yes.
the tap. Yes.
Let's
Kill them.
fucking go. Let's fucking go.
We're a little biased here in the commentary booth.
Well, I'm not trying to be because I'm a professional.
Covenant will win this game.
Didn't you say
If
the
Covenant
M-word,
doesn't
like-
win this game, I'm gonna kill myself.
Didn't you say the M word 6 times before we started broadcasting?
No.
Hmm.
I
So
would
you have to
never.
get it
I
out
would
of your
never say a
system.
word that would get me banned from unlisted YouTube.
Shoutouts to our. Is that a pause?
No.
I guess it is.
Maybe both teams just committed to not going to mid.
No, that is a pause.
Wait a second. Everyone's frozen except for me.
The chosen one.
Alright, I guess now we have a little bit of downtime to try and talk about what happens to these mids. So it looks like they're going for the aggressive strategies. As to
But if you, I feel like I've noticed, the Covenant has been just like playing way slower. They're like not going for like things as much. Like they're bleeding way less players. Like that last mid was crazy. Like the blue team lost a soldier and then red team lost a scout, and then like blue team just like backed out. Like everyone was healthy, like all mid. It was crazy.
what I've
It was
noticed,
such as like
what I've noticed is that Covenant is acting when they get the one pick, they just need to charge like bulls. They're going for the 6v5. The number is going to overwhelm them as the strat to win. A scout did commit here, and they don't want any flankers. They've been having constant problems with the flankers, so they're going to clear out. Like, this is a barrier. They're going to make sure no one goes before they push forward. I did see that a couple people had jumped into Choke and Valley while the combo was still here. I thought that could have went sour for them, but it looks like they just won the 1v1s. So whether or not this exact same mid happens again, but it goes south, it's pretty much a coin flip at this point. LeChonk fan could opt to not try and do that fast rollout anymore. He might think, alright, well they're adapting, I can't do that. Maybe we should just play with the rotation plays we've been doing thus far, which even though we're losing 2 players, at least we're not wiping.
yeah.
The rotation has been pretty even grounds. Blue strategy seems to be opting for looking for medic openings only. They're not really focusing the demo. They're not really focusing any of the strong combat classes. They're not saying, all right, their pocket scouts down. They're one of their best players is down. Now we can focus in. They're just going for med sacks and med plays at mid. And it's because it's been working for them so far. Now it seems like if Covenant adapts to it, and that doesn't work anymore, either they might change it up, or that might be their that may be the flaw in their plan. Are we able to see who paused?
I think it might be in chat. Yeah.
Because I looked in chat, it didn't say who.
By the way,
looks like it started back up. Now, again, the HUD is going to be bust on the left side for a few minutes, so we're not going to be able to watch it.
Blue Soldier does, their pocket soldier does not have a kill yet.
Alright, let's see if they're playing for rotations. That's an early kill from the first soldier. Early death, rather. Alright, just taking it back up. They don't want to... Are they recommitting? No, they're just keeping them out. Oh. And it looks like kind of a sandwich play. They got stuck in cafe. Every door was being watched.
Check the scoreboard real quick.
Red is down 3 players. Blue is down 2, but blue is at full ad.
Hubbard have died, yeah.
Yeah. What happened is when they backed out cafe, the enemy team was so fast in the choke they already locked him out. Probably why the scout opted to try and go through here. But it looked like it's just... You were just stuck between 2 difficult spots. You were sandwiched. There was not much you can do. You were at player disad. All they can do here now is buy their team some time. Oh, they got the force. That's going to be huge and not getting last pushed. And they get an extra soldier pick. That's great. I think, let's see what Hub's Uber's at. They're at 60 ad. Not bad, but there's still a chance for a surprise soldier bomb. They're playing very far back. Now, they wouldn't know those, but the right side is free. If they see the dump at the left, they might opt to go to the right and just take the high ground. Looks like they're opting to go through Valley. Ooh, they're playing sniper. Now they need to be careful. Hub can't peek. Hub can't go over. Alright, they're clearing out Valley first. They're playing it a little bit aggressive. They want to knock people out of here, even though the demo was spamming there. Soldier's bombing in. He got denied pretty fast. Someone is in their cafe. I don't know if it's being called out. He must have... Yep, they see it now. 2 people are back capping. These should just be 2 picks. And he gets the med pick. Well, the enemy team is still running sniper, and they're down 2. Red has a lot of window to make something happen. But it's going to be tricky because the red soldier is basically acting on his own. He can't have anyone commit for information aside from himself. And they know they're running a sniper, so he could just get denied. So this is just a very difficult position for the red team. And yeah, it looks like they're just going to set up for a last hold. They're not going to try and sack in a player with no knowledge of what's going on.
Different sentry placement this time. The usual spot.
You gotta switch it up.
Not looking to preemptively counter a sniper.
Yeah,
Here comes the Uber.
They're still running sniper. That sniper could be a free pick if the soldier bombs to the left side. They're gonna keep people off the point first. Blue is bleeding.
Yeah.
I'd call it a hemorrhage. But it looks like it's a bit of a...
Now again...
Just the sniper up.
Hubbard goes
Bro,
down!
come on. This fucking sniper is cringe.
Very unfortunate. They're gonna take the space here.
Yeah, they are gonna get the blue team will get about 25 ad on this, probably closer to 35. It means they cannot hold Lighthouse for long. They're also don't know. He shouldn't come up back sniper because they are all at ad. There's no reason to come back sniper. But with the last push, you never know. You never know with snipers whether or not they're gonna stay or leave. It makes the team on edge when your medic's been dying to 1-hit classes for a lot of the game.
Yeah. They're
They're still at 30 disad, and if they could keep people a little bit out of lobby for a little bit longer, they could have... Nope, they're just going to go through dungeon. Looks like it's just a dungeon roll. And blue did drop a player, though. They dropped 2 players. They're holding the high ground with this. They're just letting people bomb into them or go on the point. When you have this high ground, it's very easy to protect the point. It's why it's the ideal spot to play in. A dungeon's a good surprise when you have ad, but if you can't get these people up here, it's going to be way harder to cap and it's going to be way harder to sack into them. Now, they don't have any scouts. They do need to be careful. Hub has been getting forced or dropped a lot of the game, and he has no scouts with him.
Taking it down, soldiers.
And they didn't cap second in time, so that soldier bomb got in. Another soldier got in. They will be at 70 disad, but really they're gonna act like it's full disad, really. They don't have a big enough window to sack in their soldier in time. Or do they? They're playing so far back. Yeah, they're just gonna go for a cap. I don't think they're gonna go for a sack. But they can't stay here. They will just be playing for a force, though. Now that they have the lighthouse, they have positioning, and they have better... Okay, they'll just pop around the cafe, then. They're just gonna go in full aggressive. Two of their teammates are quite hurt.
Oof.
This is not the greatest Uber. I don't know if I agree with that play. Maybe they thought they were much closer and that they could have bombarded them. But red team just got out in time, and now they're at 70 ad. Oh, it looks like the flank.
Aww.
Oh, that's it. That's a 5-1.
Damn.
That was the cringiest shit I've ever seen in
That was a tough one.
Should we have any final comments, or should we stop recording?
Nope.
Alright, and the record is done.